Hey guys, welcome back to one of my videos, Law Creations. I just wanted to give you guys a little, just kind of show you what I use when I make my silicone molds and my resin. I am by no means an expert, but I think I can offer some advice that is helpful. And I just wanted to go over what I use. It's pretty much strictly what I use, where you can get the materials, and at one point I'll do a tutorial on how I make my molds. But this is just a little informational as to what I use for my own personal use. I don't sell my casts. I just use it for my own benefits. I never have sold a cast. Oftentimes they're not good enough to sell, so I try not to. If somebody's going to be unhappy with a particular cast, I rather just throw it away. But I don't sell them. I just use them for my own personal use. The newest one I'm trying to make a cast of is this Iron Fist, the right hand. And what I did here, right here, and this here is it's a mold of the fist, but I made it in that gloss clear resin, so I can have a backup fist that glows as if he's ready to show his abilities as the Iron Fist. And I made a cast, but I don't know if you can see the under part of it is right where the thumb is. There's an air bubble, and that really threw the look of the hand off. But I did go ahead and paint it, and I think it came out pretty cool. But I just poured some resin into this mold again to see if I can get a better cast of that particular fist. And these are just other molds I've made of a shield, and that's just of a Medusa shield. Those are from Boss Fight Studios. But I used those. I made actually made several fridge magnets out of these particular casts. So, and I use that resin there from the allumilite from allumilite. But let me start out with the silicone I use. I buy my silicone on eBay. It's from Smoothon. It's Mold Star 20T, and it has a mixing time of I think roughly 8 to 10 minutes for a pot life, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and it actually cures in 30 minutes, and that's what I really like about it. And that's these particular molds, and they're very flexible, very durable. And lately, that's all I've been using, and I've gotten very good molds out of this particular smoothon product. It's called Mold Star 20T silicone rubber. I get that on eBay. Just search for it, and the one I get is like $33, I think, for a pound worth, and it's free shipping, and they ship very quickly. But that's what I use for my silicone. 1-to-1 ratio, 6 to 8 minute pot life before it starts getting hard, and then demold time is 30 minutes, and it's a very quality silicone. Smoothon has a lot of silicone products. If you just go to smoothon.com, you can check out all their products. But that's what I use. And for my resin, I just picked up some more resin tonight from Hobby Lobby, and it's the allumilite Allumiresin, and it's really nice resin. It's $29.99, and I use a 40% coupon. For all that resin there, I paid $19.11 with the coupon. So that's my go-to resin of choice for all my casts, and it definitely does the job. It cures in like 8 to 10 minutes, and it's ready to mold. They also at Hobby Lobby have a slow curing resin. Same thing, but it just a slower cure, which I've used before. Which if you need a longer pot life, That's good quality. I use that when I need my pressure pot. And this gloss resin here is amazing. Casting resin. It's allumilite as well, but when it hardens, it clears. It's clear. It's a clear resin, glossy. So that's what I'm going to try here on this particular iron fist, hand, clench fist. So I can maybe just do some washes of that particular color. But just to give this figure a different option. So most of my casts, I use these particular cups from the dollar store. And I just place my, whatever I want to make a mold of, I cut it down. I put it in the bottom there. And I secure it to the bottom. And I pour my silicone. And that's how I made this mold here. I cut the cup down. And I poured my silicone to that height to cover the fist. And then I just cut back the cup, and voila, you got a nice mold. And these here, I just probably on foam board because it was too wide, and just made a box for them. But silicone mold and resin casting is fairly simple. You just follow the directions. Everything I use is a 1-to-1 ratio as far as mixing. The only problems that I've run into are air bubbles. And I've used a pressure pot mostly, and that takes away the air bubbles. But I also use a toothpick to vent my my pieces when I make the mold. So all the resin, when I pour it, will have a place to, the air will have a place to escape. When I do my tutorial on how I do it, I'll show you exactly. But this one's just an idea of the products I use. 20T Mold Star, eBay I get. The resin I get at Hobby Lobby for $29.99, and I use a 40% coupon. I pay $19.11. This one here is $20.99, and I use a coupon, and that's another 40%, and it's even cheaper. But this one here takes 24 hours to cure. So that's the only downside to this particular resin. It takes a long time to cure. But these products you can't go wrong with, especially for the price of this allumilite resin and for that Mold Star 20T. And you can if you have a decent imagination, you can make a cast of anything that you can think of. But this is what I use and where I get it. And stay tuned. I'll let you know the result of this particular cast. Hopefully it's a better cast. You can see the thumb didn't take very well, and you can see the different air bubbles. So I consider that cast a fail. I mean, I could putty it up, but it probably still wouldn't look right. But we're going to give it another go. That's the nice part of making your own mold. We'll keep going until we get a decent cast. Okay, everything here, that's eBay, Hobby Lobby. Those stirrers are Hobby Lobby. The cups are a dollar store. And you're on your way to some good mold making. It'll take some learning curve and a little bit of experience, but give it a shot. You guys can do it. Okay, this is just what I do. I'm sure there's more professional people out there that can give you better advice. But for me, this works good. I don't resell anything. I use it for my own personal use. And it's a good quality. Okay, guys? Thank you for checking things out. Have a good night.